All right, everyone. Good evening, good evening, good evening. How are you all doing? Hope you all doing well. Hope you all doing swell. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for another edition of Rando Monday here on Retro Gaming Live Television. Every Monday at 7 o'clock Eastern, p.m. Eastern. We try to come here every week with a new randomizer, or another randomizer, or maybe perhaps a repeat of a randomizer. It doesn't matter. We enjoy ourselves here. We like to play our randomizers here on Rando Monday. And hope you do too. With me today on stream and in spirit is Desert Eagle 417. We are going to be playing Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise. To my knowledge, this is the first time that Desert Eagle 417 has actually played the Free Enterprise randomizer. I've played it a few times personally, but today it will be myself and Desert Eagle playing on this particular randomizer. So I hope you're all ready for this. Let me go ahead and turn the game audio back on, because relevant. To the question, how free is the Enterprise? Well, you're about to find out that the Enterprise is absolutely free with no strings attached. And unfortunately, no hook attached either, so we're going to have to find that one. But other than that, yeah, it is no strings attached, no hooks attached, no drills attached, literally nothing attached, 100%. And from the big Mike in the Discord, may the spooniest bard win. Hopefully, if we see a bard early, we find the spoon early. But I will see what happens. We do have the flag set to be able to have a spoony bard should we end up finding said spoony bard. But let me go ahead and flip screens here because I just realized I haven't done that. There we go. Now we've got an intro screen. We are playing with objectives. The goal of today's Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise playthrough is to complete 4 of 6 objectives. I mean, tomorrow is July 4th. For those who are in America, we have lots of explodies that will most likely happen on stream in the background. Although they aren't super close, they may be close enough for you to hear. So I do sincerely apologize if that continues on hours into the night, because it most likely will. But that is fine. That's okay. That's just fine. We'll make do. We'll deal with as necessary. So let me go ahead and double check on Desert Eagle. Make sure they're all ready to go. And if they are, we're going to go ahead and start a little bit of countdown and get this rolling. Are you ready? Are you ready? Yeah. Also, if there is an audio that is too low or too high, do let me know. I'm going to turn the game up audio a little bit because it looks like that is too low. So hopefully that is solid for you. If not, let me know. I will adjust as necessary. So while I'm waiting for the ready, yes, dancing, I'm ready. The 6 objectives available to us are: number 1, get Fusoya. Number 2 is conquer the Manila Murasame altar, which is on the moon. 3rd is to drop the magma key into the Agart well, which is probably going to happen. 4th is to complete non-ordeals. 5th is to complete Cave Magnus. A little now I can do that. I do apologize. Bring that down just a little bit. Let me know if that's good there. And last but not least is to rescue the hostage on Mount Hobbs. So those are our objectives. Some of those are pretty straightforward and shouldn't be too terribly difficult of a task. But again, keep in mind that one of the people on the screen have not done this before. They have played Final Fantasy a number of times, but have not done the randomizer, so let's make sure we cheer on both of the contestants, although that may be a little self-serving. Nevertheless, they have responded that they are ready. I'm going to go ahead and start the countdown timer. We're going to get this go. Start. Good luck. Have fun. And I'm going to wait on screen to see them moving before I actually start going, because timing is a little bit different there for everybody involved. Since the screen is a little bit behind for them, to me, I'm going to go ahead and wait until see them going. So they have a few seconds advantage on me, but that's quite okay. They are off. There we go. And so shall we be off. So we have a starting character of one of the twins. I can never recall. This is the girl twin, Porum. And we have Fusoya to start. So immediately we have Mop and Porama. So we immediately get to have one of our 6 objectives checked off. I did not vet this seed ahead of time, so oops. Well, that means then we only have to complete 3 objectives out of 5. So welcome to Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are playing the randomizer. Let me go ahead and tell you what the seeds are. It is, generally speaking, for those who are familiar with the flags, a relaxed seed. But let me get the exact translation here. I'm going to give them a few moments here. So we have 6 objectives. We have to complete 4 of them. Let's see here, I'm going to land here. Key items will be randomized between key items. Magma key will be a guaranteed item, so we don't have to worry about that. Let's see, pass will be in the shop. Characters will be everywhere where there can be a character. Characters can learn J spells and commands. Wild chest randomization, wild shop randomization, boss randomizers. Randomized where bosses can be Wyvern. Opening nuke disabled. Encounters can be toggled. Some major glitches are added. And Fusoya will need to learn his spells so that he cannot be OP out of the gate. And there you go. So that should be the general gist of the seed. So let's go ahead and take a look. We got, let's see what magic we do have out of our Gisoyi. We have Life and Sight, Ice One, and Venom. I don't know if that's going to be enough to take on the first little combat here, but we're going to take a look. We're going to go in here. We're going to steal stuff. We have a summon, Asura. And I can see, now I will say this, although I can see where they're at, because, you know, I have to be able to stream and be able to figure out where stuff's at. I'm going to try not to reference what they're doing as much as possible. You can, as much as you'd like to. You can chit-chat about it. You can say, hey, they're doing this or that, and it's fine. I'm going to try to pay attention to the chat and ignore when you're talking about other players, the other player. In the shop, we have the pass immediately, so we want to make sure that we come back to Baron as soon as possible. Bye, hon. Come back to Baron as soon as possible. Pass is in the shop. Pass does, for those who are familiar with the randomizer, allow you essentially to warp immediately back to Zeramus, so you don't have to necessarily walk all the way back up to Zeramus's place to go fight him and deal with him. We're going to go ahead and check out what the chest is, and we have an early Spoony Bard. And a fair amount of gear, I might add. Alright, so Porum, I'm going to give you a lot of nothing there. I'm going to give you that white shirt. You're going to be fine. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Just so I can do this. There we go. Put you guys in the back row. Didn't have to do that. And we're going to fight the Spoony Bard and a Moon Boss immediately. We're going to try at least. See what we got. The D-Lunars. Well, I believe... Nope, that's not where I wanted to do that. But hey, you know... That's okay. The old man needed a little extra life. And a little bit of toasty under his feet, because his feet get cold. Alright. Can you life these guys? I think you can. Yes, you sure can. And that doesn't work. So, alright. We are going to... we're going to do this because we're going to have to do some stuff. Alright. Cure these guys, and then Fusoya, or Gusoyi, is going to have to punch them. Punch the keys! Thankfully, they don't hit us too terribly hard. And that looks good there. So you keep punching, and you keep healing. Alright, so we've got the Spoony Bard waiting to say hello. Well, who's behind? Oop, we got Ice. Nice. Oh, we got Valvinus? This could be bad. This could be exceptionally bad. I don't know that we're going to be able to manage this, but we'll see. Rusty! Okay, Valvinus, you just stay breezy over there. Just don't do anything I wouldn't do. Oh, don't stone the child before it's their time. Come on. That should almost do it. Oh no! That was my only means of attack power. Well, this is not going to end well for... Oh, and the child is about to be... Yeah, there it is. All right, we'll come back. We'll come back. We are going to grab a few things from there, though. We are just going to go ahead and grab the stuff out of the shop. We're not going to say hi to the people of Baron, but we're going to move along. Unfortunately, I do know that the first level I get with Fusoya is the Ice Spell, so that gives us a little bit of an advancement once we get that far. I'm going to give you your white armor. There we go. We will be back. So, what do you do with a drunken sailor? First off, we're going to go ahead and try to defeat a boss as early as possible, because that's how Fusoya is going to get their power. Again, don't take 100% advice from me, because I'm only mildly okay at this. I play this for enjoyment. I play this because... Oh, my goodness! We got a Dark Wizard. We got a... We got a reset happening, because we're not fighting that one either. Although, nope, we got another reset going, because... Alright, starting strong. We'll come back for that. But we could check out some items, which is going to be our necessary stops here. Nope, I don't want to land on the town. Thank you. How about next to the town? There you go. Excellent. So, first thing we want to do, really, is try to collect as much in the way of gear as possible. I got a tiara and a long sword, long ninja sword. Let's check the shops. We have some ninja helmet there. nothing there that's interesting for our purposes currently. And from the weapon shop, we've got the Excalibur and the Gungnir. We've got some shiny things happening here. We've got an ice rod. Yep. Also, as part of the randomizer, we do have the encounters as toggleable. So we don't necessarily have to take encounters until we're ready to actually take said encounters. So we're going to go ahead and take a few peeky peeks in these. Another white robe. Not bad. There's 2 of those now. Not in my inventory, but, you know, I could sell one, potentially. And a silk web. So nothing truly interesting here for the moment. We'll take what we got and leave. So we really do want to try to tackle enemies as quickly as possible, but as I noted earlier, we do have character randomization where all the characters would be, which means that, yes, there are free lunches. For those familiar with the flag set, free lunch means that there are characters that you can pick up without having to do anything, no battles, no anything. You could just go in, pick up their locations, and pick up the character. For instance, is the one right here, Murasame. Well, I need to conquer that particular place later on, but first off, did that count as the Get Fusoya? Getting Fusoya as a starter apparently doesn't count, so unfortunately that does mean we will have to find them. However, dual Fusoyas will do just fine. Busoya, in this case, I will say that is slightly broken. Let's see. Let's grab some treasure here. That is slightly broken. Thankfully not as broken as it could be, mainly because Fusoya is depowered in the randomizer until you kill bosses. I tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and dive 1 level down or 2 deeper here for items. Just because I'm that kind of a runner. I will be happy looking for gear as long as I need to. There's an exit spell, which we can use that immediately here. As I don't believe either of my Fusoyas will have it, nor the white mage that I have currently. So we've got plenty of magic going. But yeah, any character could be any location. You can have duplicate characters. You can have 2 or 3 Cecils if you really wanted to, if it was available in the seed. You can have 2 Fusoyas and Porum. So you have plenty of white magic capability. So starting with 3 white mages might not be that great a thing, but Fusoya has the capability of doing black magics. Unfortunately, I don't believe that either of my Fusoyas are going to have anything. Are they going to be different? Ice 1 and Venom 1, is it going to be the same on the Fu? Okay, they're identical, so when one levels up, the other one will get it too. Notably with that particular change in the free enterprise is that normally when you get Fusoya or Edge as a starting character, they're already fairly high level, they're fairly well leveled, and because of that, that allows you to just kind of blast through things a bit faster. So one of the adjustments they made was to allow Fusoya to have significantly less of his abilities and his magics to start, because he does start at level 50, so he does still have his health and his magic powers and whatnot. There's a 3rd white shirt. Is this happening? This is happening. That's fine. I'm gonna have to go get that other white shirt, and I'm pretty sure now I can deal with what's going on in the Baron Inn. A white spear, which is lovely, and that is about all here. So I'm going to see. You do not have the exit spell. You do not have the exit spell. So guess what? We're going to use the exit item. And from there, now that we have some character shenanigans going on, we're going to go take a visit to the home of a Spoony Bard. Which we will have to pick up said Spoony Bard at some point. But the reason why I want to go to his home is because he's got a lovely little place down here. And of course, there is also a character here, so why not? Not bad starting with a full set of characters. We got some chests here, we got some chests downstairs. We definitely want to start with our gear. And it looks like Desert Eagle has found the fight that I immediately noped out of. A life staff! Yes. Very, very yes. Actually, are you on the front row? You are all in the front row. That'll actually be fine for now. Do we have to pick them up? If we have a full character crew going on, then technically no. There are a lot of Dragoon weapons here in this siege. We've got a lot of white shirts and we got a lot of spears going on. It's maxes. But at the moment, nobody did swing any of them. But it does look like he has a full party over there. I can't see what they are, and I'm going to leave it that way because I kind of want to leave some surprise there. But we are going to go see who is in the normal Spoony Bard location. We've got plenty of armor for a Dragoon. I'm going to assume there's a Dragoon in our future. And there is a Dragoon in our future. Check him out. And Dragoon just lost his Stella there. Nain is his name. He's not Kane, he's Nain. Oh no! I see a start screen. Did he game over? Did they game over? Oops. It's fine. But we do have a hovercraft now. We are going to equip the Dragoon. We are going to equip the Dragoon. I don't think I got any shields, but I did get some armor and a drain sword. And a white spear, so there's a lot of stuff that's going to get sold here. Black. Now, the one thing to keep in mind, even though there is a lot of gear in the game that could be beneficial in stats for as far as defensively, it does sometimes take good consideration to consider anything that gives you raw stats. For instance, if you get more speed or more attack power out of an item, that may be more worthwhile to you. I'm going to do this, put all our wizards in the back row. I'm going to go ahead and take a quick look at this boss because we do want to start getting our individuals some ability. And as my computer teacher in junior high used to say, man, I'm old, save early, save often. Who is at the waterfalls? We have Queen Ashura. This is heavily stacked in the front with some very nasty things. However, I don't know if I can kill her before the reflex go off, so let's see what happens. Nope, she does not respond well to ice. Thankfully, we're in the back row, so how about you just punch the keys? Also, we do have the ability to kill Valvelis now with Arcane. So that's nice. Alright. Unfortunately, this position is very... okay. Okay. So, she is going to take not much damage. So we are going to have to do something here about this very soon. We are not able to kill anything right now. I tell you what, given what I know, I'm going to go ahead and make an attempt at Valvelis. The dinos over here aren't that bad. We're going to pick up our... we could pick up another character elsewhere, but we're going to go ahead and see if we can do this with what we've got currently. We're going to grab another white shirt again, the same one. And we're going to equip that to our other Fusoya of sorts. White shirt is like the best white armor in the game. Kinda, technically. Alright, let's do this. And we're just going to punch the keys right now. We're just going to punch the keys. I probably could have moved somebody in the front row, but... Nain should be able to just punch these with his spear pretty good. Yeah, this should go down in one hit. From Kane, at least. Toasty! Okay, one down. We're gonna get our Spoony Bard, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna happen. They gain Ice 2, Stop, and Shell. So Kane is going to do some jumping, while they're going to do some icing. Also, as a note, they do start with significantly less health as well until you start killing bosses. And you had to hit the Dragoon. Of course you did. Of course you do. Well, you can go ahead and cure, I guess, as long as they don't die from a single hit. Which they probably will. Thank you. Alright. I can't imagine this character has that much help, but you never know. Normally this is a monk who likes to kick you, so... Hey! We did it! Which means we've got another boss kill, more magic for our mages, and we've got a useless bard. Look at that! We got Cure 2 and Toad. Cure 2 is going to obviously be the better bonus there. And because we did kill the specific location, we did get a lovely tower key, which I will keep tracked on my radar. 2 bosses, key item, and a character. 13 chests, 3 at the and 3 in the weapon shop. There are 13 chests here. Oh, the waterway. Right. Edouard is in my party. Alright, so we have a party. We could try the Golbez fight again. I don't know that at this point I want to or need to. So our next stop is going to be Mount Hobbs to do that particular rescue. Because we can. Mark the fact that we did kill the character and the chests there in the waterfall, as well as the boss, the chests, and the hovercraft check. Just kind of checking out things in my list so I can recall what I'm doing. We do want to remember again, Baron has the pass, so we will be coming back for that. And by the way, you can hold the Y key on your controller and slow down your airship, which could be useful. Edouard, yeah, I do have some stuff for you. There's the black belt, which is 11, 15, and 9. The power is clearly better. We do also have the legend sword. I did forget to mention. The legend sword is with you as soon as you're able to get the adamant. You can combine it and get a key item. Now, I don't believe I have it set in this particular randomizer, but you can actually set that to give a powerful weapon to whoever the initial character of your party was. That is based out of the Final Fantasy IV weapons and whatnot. So it's kind of like the Excalibur for that character. We got a bar. We got an old man. We got another old man. So the question is, do we want Kella or do we want Edarv? Do we want Edarv or Kella? I mean, obviously, we've got 2 old men already. Do we need another old man? We're not even going to take his stuff. Bye. Alright, we got the dancing dolls, the Calcabrina. We're going to use what we've got. Hopefully that does some damage. And I'm hoping they're not particularly nasty in this position, but we'll find out. Edouard, go ahead and attack because that's all you're going to be able to do, or hide, I guess. How about we slow? Let's try slow. Oh, no, never mind! This is what happens when you have 2 legendary lunar old men. They just kind of iced the situation. Bunch of levels. So Fire 1, Lightning 1, and Lightning 2. We did get the Mount Hobbs check. And that was our captive, if you will. But we're going to poke down and get the items here because items are good. Again, encounters are off. Generally speaking in this game, oh, Crystal Sword, amazing. Where's the Cecil? Where's he at? Plenty of claws. If we had a Yang, he'd be well equipped by now. Obviously, you want to build the party that's going to benefit you the best based off of what you find. There are flags that you can set that allow you to not be able to dismiss any members, so whatever you take is what you get for the rest of the game. There are flags that allow you to re-pick up somebody that you dismiss. If you go back to the Mysidia Tower, you can actually get the people that you've dismissed back if you really want it. Alright, so our next check is going to be... we're going to go to the Antlion Cave next. But to do that, we're going to have to go pick the hovercraft back up. So now remember, the goal of the game is to get the key enough... well, under normal circumstances, the objective is to get... I don't need the hovercraft. What am I doing? Enough key items to be able to get to the moon, enough stuff to get to the moon, and eventually, under normal circumstances, to get the crystal. Without the crystal, you can't fight Zeramus. The objectives in this case that you saw early on, which I'll show off again here. Might as well do it now. If you complete enough of these objectives, you get the crystal that way. So I only have to do 2 more things. And most likely, Agart and Mount Ordeals are going to be the things that happen to fit those other 2 objectives. There are other things that make the run easier. For instance, if you collect at least 10 key items. Man, all these radio weapons, too. If you collect enough key items, you can actually start slingshotting your experience. Another white suit! Okay, those are just getting sold. But yeah, ultimately you want to make your way to fight Zeramus and beat him up. Now, for those who are familiar with the Final Fantasy IV Enterprise, because of how Zeramus is coded, Zeramus cannot be randomized into the boss pool. So Zeramus will always be where Zeramus is at. However, at the very end of the seed, some of you more attentive, perceptive individuals may see some little Z flags pop up in the chat. I don't know, it may happen, it may not. But there's a particular phrase that's said when that happens. I'm going to save it for then. But know that there's something very special that happens with Zeramus at the very end of the game. And I'm excited to show that off when that happens. And it will eventually happen on either my screen or on Desert Eagle's screen. One of us will do it. One of us will get there. But until then, we're going to collect some gear. I do have some interesting ammunition. Well, I am running out of space. I am out of space entirely. Well, that's lovely. Let's get rid of these whistles. And let's get rid of iron. Just to get some room. We need to have at least 1 space. We're going to go back to Baron, the item shop in Baron, and we're going to sell some stuff that we don't need, potentially. But we're going to go check out this boss location, which will have a key item. And who are we fighting at the Antlion Cave? Oh, we're fighting a turtle. Unfortunately, we don't have the turtle's weakness. Oh, we do. It's not the best version, but it'll do the job. So he's going to get a little bit shocked here. Yeah, he don't like that. You can just jump. And that lightning bolt is going to knock him back out of this little field that he's trying to do. If we don't, he does some pretty nasty attacks. Or I can just make him hide. When he does that, though, he becomes more resistant and he heals himself, but we can still try to kill him. The Bard got the kill. I'm just saying. Alright, what do our old men... That's gotta be K, Nazo. Cure 1, Piggy, and heal. Heal is good. I'll take heal for sure. And, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a hook. So, typically in the seed, you will need to find a way to get underground. There are 2 ways of doing that. The first way of doing it is getting the magma key and going via that route. The other one is getting the hook. So, we now have technically the ability to get underground. Now, that pathway is fraught with danger. I am not interested in doing that at this particular moment in time. So I'm going to fade that about as hard as I can. So what else we've got? We have ability to get additional characters. I believe what I want to do now... I'll tell you what. Let's just go ahead and do this next one. Let's go do the Fabul Gauntlet. For those interested, there is actually an additional setting for the Fabul Gauntlet. So one of the bosses is a series of 5 fights. For the Fabul Gauntlet is in this area. It's really neat. However, when it pops up somewhere else, the Fabul Gauntlet is kind of weenie. I'm gonna get rid of that. I don't need that. It's kind of weenie. So, and I really don't need that either. Those I don't need. I'll keep Silk Web for now. So there's a flag that allows you. I'll keep that. Allows you to set a alternate gauntlet, which means you'll fight creatures from the area that you're in instead, and it's pretty freaking sweet. The Dragon Whip, I believe, is better. Thunder Rod might be good to keep onto. Unicorn, okay. Is there anything interesting there? There are bows there that are really, 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 really nice. But I'm okay at the moment. I don't need those. The Cure Staff would be okay. Fire Sword would be great if I didn't have the best spear. And I'm hoping we don't have to... how's everybody doing? There's a little damage. There's a bard that's whining about 10 health. So let's go check out what's in the item shop. Nothing there. So there are two things that you really want to look at depending on how the shops are randomized. One is the pass, which we've already found. The other one is going to be sirens. What sirens will do when you activate it in the field will take the most random encounter, the most difficult random encounter, the most random rare encounter, and make you fight that on the spot. Generally speaking, that's how the sirens will do. And we want the sirens because later on we are going to need to grind a little bit, and that's going to be useful in getting that taken care of. So we're going to defend Fabul. I believe we have enough oomph behind our characters. We can fight whatever's here, and we'll just do this real quick. Who will we be fighting here? We've got Baigan. And for the sake of trying not to die, we're going to hit the core as much as possible before he starts getting reflected. Oh, no, there it is. That's going to hurt. Somebody's about to get bolted. Alright, who's taking the hit? The bard. Yeah, he's down. Nobody was surprised. Alright, well, let's just hope this is enough. That's right, take 66 damage. Take 276 damage. And we're just gonna punch him. We're just gonna punch him. It's fine. And yes, those arms will explode once the core dies, so this could be really bad. It may or may not be. Oh, we got one down, so we don't have to worry about more than one person dying. Alright, we did the thing. And of course, Edward's not going to get any experience here, just the way we like it. Warp, size, and drain. Warp is good. Exit is better, but warp is fine. Alright, Fabul Gauntlet, complete. Sort of. Item from the king is going to be the rat tail, which, ladies and gentlemen, we can turn in immediately for yet another key item. I believe the item is back here. Normally you don't really go grab this one. Oh, we do grab this one. You're getting the ribbon. And nobody else can use the tiara right now, so that's good. I'll take a ribbon. And we could go talk to Sheila. Sheila is Yang's wife. Unfortunately, until you find Yang or hit Yang with a pan, she does not give you an item, but she can give you up to 2 key items. So we will be visiting her at some point. But we are going to go, and we're going to go collect a tail. We're going to go collect what a tail gives us. We do have that. We have the hook. But before we do all of that, we are going to go collect this, and then we're going to go and head down back to Barrett and collect a pass, because I don't want to forget it. We don't have to do this now, but I'm doing it now because I have a feeling I might just forget it. So if you'll excuse me. Are you serious? No. Get out of my way! I have killed demons! I will end you. Okay, we're good. Excuse me. 1 pass is all you need. Thank you very much. Anyways, everything's fine. We're all fine here. How are you? So we're gonna go collect the rat tail turn-in. The rat tail turn-in does give you another key item. So we're gonna go straight across to it. And before we leave, we're going to check this town. We're going to check the item shop. Because as I said earlier, we do want to keep an eye open for... and items, because items in the grass. Odin! I could probably sell Odin. I don't necessarily need that one. Soma Drop. Thor's Rage, speaking of. Alright. check the item shop at the weapon shop, see if there's anything fun or interesting. We have Bahamuto! Excuse me. That would be lovely. Regular heal is pointless. Middle sword at this point. Regular spear, both pointless at this point. Blizzard spear also pointless with an extra dragoon spear, which we will probably end up using. We are not going to use that. We're not going to use that. I do have a samurai bow, so I can switch somebody to it if I need to. Okay. Let's check the weapon shop. Again, we're looking primarily for sirens, but if we found a decent weapon, we'd use that. Let's see. What do you got? We got some crystal rings. Those are actually really good. Those are probably, I think, the best, or armlet. Those are probably the best armlets in the game in general. For general items. Yeah. I know what I'm talking about. Or do I? Fact check me, please. It's fine. I insist. Rat tail for the minion here. And we get the magma key, so we get our intended method of going down. Although we do have now both methods of being able to enter into the... Yeah, we did get the Silvera things, we did the rat tail. Come on. Why aren't you letting me check one of these off? You need both tails to get the other. You need another tail to get the other item. So we will not be going down the that particular direction for that. So our next stop is going to be here to the south. We're going to go as quickly as we can to Mount Ordeals. This will be a fantastic way to get Cecil's eventually. But hopefully we find somebody on this mountain that we want to take with us. If not, we're going to keep on with the two old men, the child, the bard, and the dragoon. I'm going to give the dragoon that strength ring because that's relevant to him. Alright. Another crystal... Man, 2 Cecils right now would be an amazing addition to the party. Who is on the mountain? Normally it's an old man. It's a ninja. And unfortunately for our good friend, Edward's going away. Give me your stuff. Yes. And I have a great deal of gear to give to our good friend the ninja. Happily so. Do I have anything else? I do have 11. Nope. I did have a power suit. And I have a ruby ring, which is less physical defense, more magic defense. But that will do fine. So we have 2 fairly solid combatants. Kane and Edge are both good choices. Now, generally speaking in the randomizer, getting an Edge or a Fusoya early is amazing. Because unlike the majority of the characters, they start out fairly well leveled. Again, Fusoya has taken a bit of a downgrade with the randomizer in this particular case because he doesn't have all of his magic. But he's still very, very powerful. Let's take out who's up here at the mountain. We got 2 bosses. We have the guards. We have the Kaipo Inn guards, I believe. Yes, we do. And we're just going to say goodbye to them as quickly as we can. And looks like that. And, Ciao. They're going to be... Now, one thing to note, they are statted to the area that they're in. So, although normally these guards would be pretty heckin' useless wherever we would find them normally, here, on the other hand, they're going to be a bit stronger, a bit faster. They're statted based off of the location that you find them. So I just muted him, so he's not going to be able to do that. I don't have any way to undo the... Actually, do I? Oh, just punch, I guess. And again, you still can't do that. Still can't do that. I can still punch, though. Alright, so first fight down. We're going to see what our old men get. Gusoyi and Adgyo. No, not Adgyo, that's Edge. Adgyo. Busoya and Gusoya. Gusoyi. And what are your spells? You get Fire 3, our first Aga spell. We're going to do this because you never know. You never know. I'm going to do this. You have Heal.
Actually, one of you had, I think you both had Piggy. We're going to change, we're going to save, prepare for the next fight. This fight is always a back attack, so you want to switch your rows if you need to. It is a certain set of triplets, and we don't like that kind of thing. So we need to take these triplets down as much as possible. And we need to take out the center one to get... Oh, my goodness, that fire spell hurt. You don't really need to do that, but you can do that. Thank you for the wall. And I was going to cure myself. I can't do that now. And we have a dead edge. For Agio. That should be a very tasty Fire 3 spell. And that's going to hurt a little bit. And indeed does hurt a little bit. We're going to bring up our dead ninja, because that was a good change. I'm going to hold off on doing that. I'm going to go ahead and use a little bit of a cure. That's going to get rebounded, but that's okay. Now, Edge finally attacked. That would be lovely. So they're going to get healed, but it's not going to be for much. Just want to make sure I keep Edge alive just a little bit. And then, would you care kindly to drag our Dragoon off the ground? Because we need his fighting power. Oh, yes! Did I remember that killing the center target would be great, because the center target gives us... That's not going to matter. Take out that one there, please. Walls back up. That's gonna hurt. Yeah, that's fine. Excellent. Now there's no fear of getting anything bad happening to me. Actually, a Berserk would have been great there. I don't care for that at all. But that's going to be a dead triplet, so we're good. And there you go. Everybody's alive. Everybody gets experience. We're all good. We're all happy. We're all doing well, theoretically. And before we go, and there was a fire too. I didn't see what the other two were because I clicked way too quickly. So we're going to do one more trip back to the save. We're going to use your power to heal everybody. Who's hurt still? You and just you. The reason is there is a third boss here. Although under normal circumstances, it's a fight that you could just guard into oblivion. That may not be the case here. We may have to actually do some damage here. Hopefully not too much. So this check is good because this is not only an objective, it also gives us a key item, a boss fight, and upgrade. Well, there's the key item. It's the Earth Crystal, which is fantastic. We will want that. Just making sure I check things off here. Good. But we do have to fight this fight, which is... Oh! Just the gauntlet. Smitty! Oh, it's the water hag. Just punch it. So, in the vanilla game, there are two fights that are based... Or actually, like, three fights that are basically just timed fights. One is the water hag, which normally you have Edward in your party. All he's got to do is punch the water hag 3 times. The second one is the Dark Cecil fight, which you have to essentially survive without attacking the target, and he'll just go away. In Randomizer, this Dark Knight is probably one of the nastiest fights because he is scaled wherever he's at, and he will end your night early. There's a nice 3 in there. And the third one is technically the Yang fight, when you have to fight against the confused Karate Man. If you hit him with Cecil, if you just punch him with the Cecil with his sword enough times, he'll just stop fighting you. Oh. But doing this also unlocks Cecils as paladins, and I believe potentially some other stuff as well. Magics and all sorts of craziness. All Tellers remember their stuff wherever they're at, so all the Tellers then get all their magics. The problem is Tellers will never have enough magic to cast Medio, ever, unless you magic Underflow, which I think I turned off on this seed. So what we have left, there are items we have: Legend Sword, Earth Crystal, Hook, Rat Tail, Tower Key, and Magma Key. We also have 3 more out of the 60 objectives we can pick from, and we have the Magma Key, so we can go just chuck that into there, and we'll get to go. Before we do that, we're going to go visit somebody elsewhere. I think we're going to go to Mysidia, because I believe in Mysidia we have the potential of not 1 but 2 characters. Because yes, free lunch is off. Excuse me. Again, free lunch is a flag that basically says you can't just get a character from walking up and taking it. But in this flag set, it is a relaxed flag set. They are everywhere they would be collected. They're just randomized who would actually be there. So we're gonna go to Mysidia, check out who the 2 characters are, and see if we want to replace anybody. I don't need 2 Fusuyas. I don't need 3 white mages of sorts. I don't know. I think you might have to have the Earth Crystal for this. No, you do not. There is a Karate Master. And we have the amazing appearing Rydia. Honestly, I would much rather have the Rydia and the Porum versus the 2 Fusuyas. So I will actually go ahead and say goodbye to one of our Fusuyas because Rydia's black magic is much more powerful once you get to that point. Do I want Boo or Goo? I'll take Goo. Goo, you can go away. Thank you, Goo. I want your equipment. Yes, bye. And I don't need the take his equipment now. I don't want the ninja. I'm good there. All right. So now she's somewhat under-equipped for now. But that's okay. We will eventually have much better gear for her eventually. For the time being, she can use everything that the other Fusoya had, and she will be fine until we get her some levels. And before we leave, we definitely want to make sure we check all of the shops because you can get anything from any shop. We got some Artemis arrows, which are fantastic if you're doing a Fighter Rosa, or anybody who actually has that you could use that with, technically. I'm going to pass on that. Also, Rydia is best girl, so. We got the power suit, we got a diamond ring, a diamond armlet, or whatever you want to call it. Diamond ring. And we do want to check, like I said, the item shop, because that's also going to be potentially relevant. There are our sirens. We want to get 25 of those would be great. Can we afford 25? No. How many can we afford? 16? I'll take 16. So Mysidia has our sirens. I'm just going to take as many as I'm allowed to have. You know what? How much can I sell? Because those are going to be relevant. I'm going to probably use that many too. Short swords can go away. Regular silk can go away. Poison axe can go away because I'm probably not going to get anything that's going to use those. I'm going to get rid of those. Get rid of that. Rod, thunder. I'll keep the bow for now. I'll get rid of that. Leather, ruby, fire, dreamer. That's all garbage. Wizard hat. I want to double check something on. Lunar staff is good. Equip. You've got your dragon whip though. That's sort of what your eventual item's going to be. And you know what? I'm going to give all the extra magic to Rydia because that's who's going to use it. I'm going to give you the apple because that's who I want it on. Equip. Is the tiara better or worse than the wizard? Better. Wait. Right? Yes. Yes. Way. No way. Yes. Way. Okay. Tiara's better. Yeah. So, all right. All right. We can get right ahead and get rid of. Well, we have an extra white. We don't need the extra wizard. And we don't need the extra sorcerers. I'm very particular about my inventory, I apologize. And I'm going to buy another 10. That's going to be more than enough of those. And I'm left with a fair amount of sirens. I will probably use all of them. If I need more, I know where I can find them. All right, so awesome. So now we have a choice here at this particular point in the game. We can go into the underworld with a magma key. We can go up to Tower of Zot with the Earth Crystal and collect a bunch of items. I think I just made up my mind. Off to Troya. Best way to get there is sort of going up this way, up until you see that to go this way. And there is Troya and Troya Castle. So, before we go into Troya Castle to go check out some stuff in there, we're going to go into Troya Town. Again, check out the shops because you never know. You can find something decent here. We got a Zeus Gauntlet. I actually wouldn't mind having a pair of those. But we're going to check that. We'll check that after we check the treasures of the castle. The Defense Sword, which would normally be good, but with what we've got right now, we don't need any more weapons. The weapons we've got on our characters are just fine. Obviously, you can use maybe another upgrade for the ninja. But there are some gold apples and soma drops, both of which are fantastic. If you have money burning a hole in your pocket by the end of the game and you know where those are at, sure. Also, this is a shop that gets randomized into the pool. Good to keep it in mind in case you need it. There's these, I believe, the silver apple. Brain is not working out too well, but that's okay. So Troya Town has those shops. There is a key item there, potentially in the shop. Chests and the hidden item. There are other shenanigans there, but there's nothing else in the town that we're going to need for now. We are going to go into the castle proper, but we're going to save first. Because I have a feeling a certain young girl is going to get destroyed if we don't take a fight or two. But first, there's two things that we need. One, I need all of this castle's loot immediately. Oh, there's lit bolts, 40 bucks, nothing there. A coffin, another wizard hat, 20 bucks. A fire claw, worthless now. Stardust spell and a silver hat. Silver hat might be okay, better than iron at least. What do you have on? You have iron, so here, have a silver hat. Alright, next room. This one is a unicorn. And most impressively is this one. This door you cannot open until you have the Earth Crystal. I have in fact found the crystal. You can lie, but she still won't open the door if you can't prove it. So, massive treasure. Samurai shield, fire bomb, archer bow, 1,000 bucks, another 1,000 bucks, 110 bucks, 3,000 bucks. The succubus item, life item, fire armor, very nice, 80 bucks. Ice brand, earth hammer, rune axe, blizzard, wizard, whistle, and a silver knife. I did see a fire armor in there. I don't know, can you use the fire armor? You cannot. That's fine. So, of what we got there, the ice sword and the rune axe would be good if I didn't have something better already. And nothing else there is really of super interest. So that was mostly just a money run down there. That is okay. Money is good. As I said earlier, I showed you can get a lot of extra. You can get some extra health and or whatnot from it. We're gonna go to the other side. So remember what I said earlier, the free lunch piece? Well, there is a location that you talk to a character and get a free item. That character is, of course, the Spoony Bard. And the Twin Harp from the Spoony Bard. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a choice to make. We can go to the Tower of Zot, or we can go to Cave Magnus. I'm going to take the risk and go to Cave Magnus, because it's also an objective, even though I don't necessarily have to finish it. I could just throw the key down the magma, which I've got to do anyways, or I could just say, you know what? I want to know what key item is there. So I'm going to do this anyways. So I've saved, we're ready to go. Let's go ahead and hop on the legendary Black Chocobo, which can only be found in this particular woods of the world. There he is. Get him! Got him. We are going to Cave Magnus. Now, Cave Magnus you cannot complete unless you have the Twin Harp. I don't believe you have to go talk to Edward after you've got the Twin Harp. You just have to have the Twin Harp. Now, there are other flags you can also set for different things in the game. I don't believe the one I was thinking of applies to this specifically, but we're going to go ahead and dive into Cave Magnus. Yes, we have Metal Gear. Yes, it would be a terrible time trying to run through here with full Metal Gear, trying to... Metal Gear. Snake! Excuse me. Something just happened. Bahamut! Excellent. And you know what's funny about that? I did just pick up a certain summoner who could use that. So I'm going to go ahead and learn it. I did sell Ashura and I did sell Odin off, unfortunately. So we don't have access to those, but that's okay. A certain Bahamut will do just fine. And a glass helmet. Now, the glass helmet is technically the most physically powerful armor in the game, as far as the helmet slot. But again, physical armor. It does not add any like status resists or anything like that, which would generally be more worthwhile, aka the ribbon. However, it's still worthwhile as a defense piece, which may not matter too much again to Rydia at the moment, but for the sake of having it on a character for now, Rydia can have it. There's Odin again. Odin's like, don't make me go away twice. You know what, Odin? It's okay. You can join the party. So we got Odin. We're probably never going to actually use him, but we've got him. Bahamut, on the other hand, once Rydia is old enough to display that level of magic, she will be using that off and on. And I believe there's another save spot over here somewhere. We're going to take it just in case. I mean, I could just save scum, which is probably also a good idea. But there was a Bahamut in here. I kind of don't want to leave that behind. And let's go check out what this other treasure back here is, because I like looting. And it's a Leviathan! Both... No, that's 3 summon spells. This is definitely the summoner's treasure trove here. Odin, Leviathan, and Bahamut all in Cave Magnus. Honestly, the only one that I would need is Bahamut at this point, but... Alright, ladies and gentlemen, one fun thing that happens when you visit Cave Magnus and you do have the Twin Harp and you're able to fight the fight is that you do get a very special song that plays. So when it starts playing, I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to let you listen, and I want you in the chat to try to guess what the song is. So we're going to go say hi to Dark Elf. He's going to give us the bibbity bop and kill most of us. Because there's literally nothing we can do here. That's intentional. And then we're going to get a very special tune from our good friend, Edvard. Edward V. Oh, just kill the... Fine, I'll do it myself. I'll do it myself! I'll do it live. Alright, here comes the special track just for you, ladies and gentlemen. Just for you. Go, Edward! To great justice! Name that tune. And there you go. Playing game from ice hockey. There you go. All right, everybody's up. And we're fighting a Dark Elf King. Oh no, that's not the Dark Elf. That's my freaking Bahamut! Do I have... I have no way of blocking it. We're probably very dead. I think we're dead. Yeah, I think we're just dead.
Oh, hey! It's just Bahamut. I mean, you've got 5 rounds worth technically to kill him, but that's not necessarily a guarantee that you're going to. Alright, so, whew. We killed Bahamut. It's fine, don't worry about it. It's just Bahamut. No worries. Alright, and our prize is the Darkness Crystals. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, at a time of 58 minutes and 6 seconds, we have access to the moon. Strap in, hold on tight, because we are about to fly. Also, 4 objectives completed. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the crystal officially at 58 minutes and 20 seconds. We have the ability to beat the game. We are technically in go mode. I wouldn't recommend it with the characters' levels as they are, but we are technically in go mode. Alright, so we have completed Cave Magnus. Let me tick these off. Tick, tick, tick. And our next stop. Where are we going to stop next? Ideally, we don't really need to do any of that mess, honestly. Like I said, at this point, we are technically in go mode. So we technically just need levels and maybe some more gear. But we have 9 key items. We need 1 more key item. And we can technically, we can finish this now, but let's see, what would be ideal? We can do, we've done the 2 characters there, we can get the ship. A quick key item that we have left. Let's do, for the sake of giggles, let's do the Tower of Zod. For 2 reasons. 1, there is a key item there. And we have access to additional 2 more characters. So, for those who didn't know, if you get the Earth Crystal, you can come back here to Castle Troya and talk to this green guard right here, and he will take you to the Tower of Zod. Because in the vanilla game, you have to have the airship. As soon as you get the Earth Crystal, you come here, and you get taken up to the Tower of Zod from there. However, we ain't got time for that. We'll talk to a green soldier just good up there without it. So we are going to go here. We're going to take a look at some treasures that we can find, if we can find them, because I don't have a diddly darn recollection of where they're at. But thankfully, because no encounters, we'll be able to find all of them without any trouble, except for the one that has a fire dog in it. Say hello to the fire dog, everybody. And say goodbye to the fire dog. Maybe. Anytime. There you go. And what is our prize for killing the evil dog of fire? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, at a time of 1 hour, 1 minute, we have the best armor in the game. The Adamant armor. And I am absolutely giving it to our best girl because she is going to be the most invaluable spellcaster. Most likely because at some point when I replace one of the other Fusoya, we're going to have her as the summoner and black magic caster because she's much faster. She gets more magic power eventually than Fusoya, and happy to take her there. As a note of caution, as a major breaking glitch, if you happen in the vanilla game to pick up the Adamant armor and equip it on somebody, you cannot take it off that character unless you want them to be permanently debuffed.
One of the unfortunate things about how the adamant armor works in the vanilla game is that if you manage to get it, if you spent the time to get the pink tail and turn it in, is that when you unequip all of the benefits that the adamant armor gives the character, resists, defenses, all that fun crazy stuff, when you take it off, you then have weaknesses to all those things for some reason. Sort of like a underflow, overflow kind of thing happening. It's really bad. So if you know who you want that armor to go on, you better sure as shoot and leave it on that person, unless you want them to be permanently weakened. Fair warning. Also, if somebody knows the better gist of why that is or why that works that way, please do shout it out. I have no issues with you saying it. Please do. Please correct me if I make a mistake. I'm not perfect. But all right. Do you have... She can use it twice. Once is enough, but twice is nice. Who is here at the Towers Up, the triplet fight? We have King Eblin, Queen Eblin, and nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, another free fight. I just got to beat up on the king a little bit, and it's all good. I will bring you all down to Hades. Been there. Actually, you know what? I'm feeling generous here. I actually meant that for the king, but whatever. Toasty! I salute you. I think eventually this fight, it just gives up, so... It's technically a free fight. That one is... Medio! Fusoya has unlocked the power of Medio. Very nice. Alright, who is here? We've got an orb! And another ninja. I don't think I'll be taking another ninja, but thank you for the offer. I really don't want the other ninja, but thank you. Now, who is in the hot seat? Ladies and gentlemen, in the hot seat, we have another Rydia! Unfortunately, very unfortunately, I also don't need a second Rydia. Although, to be fair, I think I would benefit from a second Edge more than I would a second Rydia at this point. But I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye to both of these. I don't want your equipment. I don't want your equipment as well. As much as I hate saying goodbye to any Rydias, Gilbez did not care for this character and decided it was time to get Rydia, right? Alright, what boss is here at the top of the Towers Up? We have... Dr. Luge. Alright, well, we're just going to do one of these, and then do one of these. Go, Balnab! Punch! Or not. Actually, don't keep casting magic. I need you to have enough magic for the thing, to do the thing. Them over there! Beat them up. So this first part, you only need to take out Dr. Luge in the back here. You don't need to take out Balnab, although taking out Balnab is great, because he will eventually explode, and that's a bad thing. But if you can kill him before he explodes, you don't have to worry about it. Like that. But this fight is far from over, because this, ladies and gentlemen, is a two-parter. A two-parter that's going to go, oh, I did a thing. I made a mistake. Where's that ether? I'm about to frickin' Bahamut this frickin' Dr. Luge over here. Watch this. I don't want to watch this. I want to Bahamut you into oblivion. Poison. Yikes. Beam! Thank you for hitting Main and not Jidia. Yes! Yes! Laser! And my favorite, Fire 3! Aw, maybe I didn't. I wasted an ether to try to cast behind. Alright, with that, we have not quite all of the last... Oh, Cure 4 and Life, one of the lives. So eventually you can fully repower the Fusoyas, which is generally unnecessary, but maybe you will, maybe you won't. So we are now in Baron Castle briefly, again, with the next key item, which is... Oh no, somebody made a mistake. We don't have a bar with a spoon. We do have an edge, so we can chuck it at least, but we do not have who we needed for that. All right, it's time, ladies and gentlemen, finally, because now that we have technically our 10 key items, for reference again, as I said earlier, if you have 10 key items, you now will get a wildly faster experience bonus fighting enemies. So what we're going to do before we do that, we're going to check out the shops here very, very quickly. Lady. And then we're going to go underground. There is more ribbons. I am not going to say no. Wait. No, we can fix that. No, can't we? Nobody's using that. Nobody's using that. Nobody's using that. Actually, I might have used that. It's fine. Nobody's going to be using that. Nope. 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 I'll take the shield there. Nope. I'll leave that. Nope. 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 No blizzard. Nope. 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 And nope. Yep. Nope. Nope. And yep. I need how many? How many people do I have? Yeah, that's fine. Well, that seems like an amazingly silly thing to do. Nobody getting status affected is pretty pretty wicked. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So that was a lot of money. And nothing else I need there. Good. Moving on. So we got 1 adamant armor. We've got 5 freaking ribbons. There's another item shop here. Nothing I need there. Although Silk Web 3 would be good. Or the better Silk Web. Mind you, if this was somebody who was actually running the game, who was more familiar with it than I, this would have gone much, much faster. And I do apologize for my particular lack of talent. That's quite all right. I just play this to enjoy it, not to be fast. All right, 1 magma key. Let's go. Objective number 5. Unnecessary, but completed. What else we got? Kaipo, there's an item there. There's 1 chest. There is an item here we can grab. We'll do that. We did the 2 characters. We haven't unlocked a lunar whale, although we certainly could. Anything else I want to do while I'm thinking about it? We do have Iridia. We do have Forum. We do have a few characters. We nuked you. We nuked you. We said goodbye to you. I haven't seen the character I'm kind of holding out for. You know what? Let me grab the 1 item here. I'm going to go check 1 more character check. You need to heckin' come out of there this instant, young man. Are you serious with this right now? There's literally 2 directions you could go. It was worthless anyways. There is 1 more place we're going to look at. There is several places in the game world where you can collect a new character. We have gone through pretty much everywhere where we have had access to do, but we are going to check 1 more before we go and do our leveling shenanigans. And that, because we have the Darkness Crystal, means we're going to the moon. Why? We're whalers on the moon. We carry a harpoon. I can't sing songs because I suck at it, and this is the way it's gonna go. Summon that whale! You're coming here? Certainly am. So again, the only reason I'm doing this is because I don't need anything on the moon at all. I just need levels at this point. Although it's kind of rough given the character set that I have. I would like to trade out one of the wizards for one of my many wizards. Oh, you know what? We're going to have to do some stuff. Because we have Fu So Ya, we're going to have to do something. You can also, if you want to, go to the Giant of Babel here. I refuse to currently. Because the Giant of Babel is a character check, but you have to fight a boss, 2 bosses to get to it. And I don't really need to, unless I feel like I want to do all of the character checks. I'm just doing one more. 2 more, technically. So we're going to the moon. I have that whale in Final Fantasy XIV. I have not played Final Fantasy XIV, and I am disappointed in myself for that. But, very cool notice. You can land anywhere on the moon for the most part. You don't have to run all the way around to get here. So, who is sleeping on the moon? Who is carrying a harpoon? Is it Kane? Or is it somebody else? Who we got? Ladies and gentlemen, it's gotta be Sid! To be fair, Sid isn't a bad choice. Sid gets a lot of health and is a he's a decent meat shield. But that wasn't who I was hoping for, so goodbye, Sid. Now, there are other character check locations. We are going to go to the next one. The other locations that we don't have the character check from is the Dwarf Castle, which we're heading to next, which will also upgrade our Rydia. And there's also one more at... Oh shoot, where's the other one? There was one more. Oh, at Sid's, the spot where you would normally get Edge. So, before we do that, we're going to do something that's going to seem kind of silly. Because remember, good old Fu So Ya doesn't have all of his powers. So we're going to go get Fu So Ya some powers. I just realized I'm going to need to do this first. We're going to wipe out Golbez because he's a jerk. That's okay, we're all silly here. I don't know who we're going to have to actually fight him. Hopefully we, yeah. So you can kind of lead this battle by having 3 people killed off to start, but it doesn't really matter. Come on! I know we're faster than you, just come on. And at this point, I think anybody could punch him and he'd be dead, but it's fine. You still gotta go through the rigmarole, the whole gas. Ha ha! Adamant, suck it. Adamant and ribbon. Basically protects you from literally everything, even story triggers. Get him, Jidia. Get him. It can't even kill my characters because of the ribbons. Get dunked on! Ribbons are freaking broken. That's right, back row, low-level child Rydia takes out Golbez in one hit. Cure 3 and Quake. Very nice. And Fatal, I think I saw. Alright, really quick, just because I can. Another! That's the third Odin we found. There's 4 treasures here. If you want them, take them. If not, it doesn't really matter. At this point, most of my characters have the gear they're going to need. Edge could use replacement for his second sword. And at this point, also... Did I kill the waterfall creature? I did. I can't get the in one because it's not there. I don't have the Baron key. I don't have the other tail. I don't have any of the shield items. It's time to go underground finally. To the Dwarf Castle. Now, if you need it, you go to that cave right to the left there. You can also get a free heal. So we're going to ignore what's in the shops for now and go straight to the fight. Whoever's in the crystal room back here. It appears to be a space monster. After we complete this fight, we're going to get a character and a Rydia upgrade. Or actually, there's like 2 boss fights. But Rydia will grow up here. She will no longer be able to use white armor. Although it doesn't matter. She's got an adamant on. She should be fine. And get a bunch of cool magic. We've got Wyvern! Oh, buddy. Under normal circumstances, that would be terrible. However, well, it's still terrible. It's still bad. That's still nuke. Bahamuto! So there's a flag that you can turn off the Wyvern's open nuke if you really want. But it can still happen! And everybody can still die. Well, at least I checked. Well. Nope, not a new game. At least we checked. We still want to do that fight because we do want Rydia to grow up. We do want to check out the other character, and that's where I saved. Gross. All right. Well, I guess we'll do our leveling first then. Do I? Because that's kind of bad. Let's do Cave of Summons. Let's not do that. Let's not do this silly thing. Let's check the shops. I'm trying to figure out where I want to go with this because we do need to level up. We don't need to do this, but Rydia growing up and having access to more than level 1 spells would be lovely. That will do it. Give me one more of those. So, Starveil and Moonveil are fantastic to have because when a certain somebody decides to try to nuke you off the face of existence, you can just say nay. Alright, quickly. We're gonna save before we try that again. Fire armor. Money. These are normally like carrots or something like that. And what do you got? Nothing I could use. Asia's shield would be lovely, but... fun thing for you guys here. Is this still here? Oh, no, it's not. Not in this version. I could do the towers. We don't need to do the towers. This is a silly place. Let's go ahead and save real quick, and then we will try to fight the nuking Wyvern. Whatever his heckin' name is. We're gonna try it again. But this time, we've got a secret weapon. Me. I'm the secret weapon. I'm not very secret, though. The reason why I want this spot, again, is because there's a character check and Rydia grows up and is able to use much better magic. We eat ham and jam and smell out. We're knights at a round table, that's where we are able to do routines and all the scenes at the table. We dine well here in Thumnut, we eat ham and jam and smell out. Item. Starve Ale. Everybody wall up. Quickly, quickly. Let's go faster. Alright, now we can fight him. Alright, Bahamut. We can bounce a fire 3 off of somebody. Nuke doesn't bounce! That's unfortunate. Mega Nuke does. Nuke doesn't bounce! Lots and lots of experience from that mess. Cure 3, Quake, and Exit. I think we dropped off of a battle because I'm pretty sure I got Cure 3 already. Oh, did I not keep the Golbez kill at the... Oh, yeah. Does bounce nuke? I don't want... Go away, I don't even want your crap. Already has grew up, learned a bunch of stuff. Great. I need everybody to kill... Actually, the healing one would have been more ideal, but... Actually, why don't you just go ahead and heal? I guess that's okay. There we go. Now, as for you two, I need you to kill the giant thing in the back. There you go. You know what to do. This might be a mistake, but that's okay. He can no longer do any damage to us. However, he can Globe 99 us, and that could be kind of bad. Doesn't matter. That's some strong dryer sheets. Just bounce nuke. I get it, I get it. Alright, Fatal Stone in Life 2. Mwah. Don't you leave. So, there are a couple glitches in the game that I did leave in place, and one of those, very beneficially, is the warp glitch here in Dwarf Castle. Which is a free sealed cave grab. So, we'll be out here. I think I just do this. Hopefully I'm not being silly and doing the wrong thing here. Anybody with warp will do the job. Yep. Back we go. Grab the crystal a second time. That is a pink tails. Ladies and gentlemen, at 1 hour 25 minutes, we have a second Adamat coming our way. Because why not? Oh, we've got something for you. Do you? What you got for me? The Luca key. Well, we kinda don't need that now. Lol. So normally there, you get the Luca key. It allows you to go back into the sealed cave to go get the item that was there. But the vanilla game, you could just warp right back to the crystal room. And for some reason, the crystal just happens to still be there. And you can just grab it from there. Let's go ahead and bring our child off the ground. That'd be lovely. Thank you. And you can just cure 3 everybody. Cure 2 and swell 2, I guess. How's everybody? There we go. Alright, it is now time to do some leveling because we're done. We're going to go beat this game. But first, we're going to go and say hello to a good friend of ours over and over and over and over again. We're going to go ahead and save real quick again. And then we're going to go in our items, and we're going to go ahead and bring these sirens to top. And finally, you'll see what these sirens are for. Actually, you've got the Dragon Whip. You can one-hit this, can't you? You sure can. And that is a lot of experience. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be here for the next 5 to 10 minutes. I will probably wind up using all of these. I'm just saying. You're the fastest one here for some reason, so. Oopsie! Did not die in one hit. That is weird. It should have died in one hit, but apparently not. I tell you what, Kane, since you, do I still have your Dragoon Spear? Since you're fighting dragons, technically. Since you're fighting dragons, technically, do I have the Dragoon Spear? No, but I've got a Samurai Shield. You can have that at least. So at this point, I'm going to do some grinding because I need some levels, because Zeramis is not going to go down easy, because I don't... Oh, what am I doing? I'm doing the old-fashioned grind method. It doesn't work. Get him! Why does that work there, but not from the other side? I need a lot of health, because Zeramis can hurt a lot. And having characters that can do things is fantastic. Right now, Porma, I believe is the character's name. Again, I'm trying to grind the old-fashioned one. Is going to be the character that's going to need the most help for health. Well, Porma and Jidea. And I need to get everybody up to probably about 2,000 plus health at least, I think. As a good round number. Obviously, somebody who's more familiar with the game could probably manage with less. But I keep doing it! So once we're done here, we are going to go straight to the moon. We've already done more than we need to. But, again, we did want to stop at Dwarf Castle because we need Rydia in tip-top shape, because Rydia is going to be very useful. The White Mages are going to be great in keeping our party alive. Rydia is going to be putting down the hurt. And the Ninja and the Dragoon are going to be putting down the damage. From a well-placed Berserk in either case. Again, I keep forgetting. I don't need to do the running back and forth. That's why I bought the Sirens. I do apologize for my silliness, but silliness doth ensue. But the reason I'm doing this is this is a decent leveling spot if you've gotten the ability to purchase the Sirens. And with enough Sirens, 15, 20 maybe at the most. Again, I'm doing it again. You can get to a point where you're more than capable of taking on the space fella. So for pickup on speed here, it looks like our good friend here, our friend of RGL there, Desert Eagle to the screen on the side of mine, is currently going in Cave Magnus. I imagine they got their Twin Harp and said hello to... well, they would have had to say hello to Edward to get the Twin Harp to begin with. And they're going to find out that there's a lot of good summoning spells down there deep in the Cave Magnus. And they also get to witness the glory that is the music called Game from Ice Hockey. Again. So generally speaking, I think around level 50-55 is probably about overkill for what you need. But because I don't want to have to fight Zeramis more than once, I'm just going to push a few extra levels here. Again, it's a friendly race. Nobody, it doesn't matter who finishes, if at all. Let's see, what else could I use for this party? Edge doesn't have a particularly fantastic set of weapons. He does have Yumura-sama, which is okay. It would be lovely to have him have something else. Kane does have the White Spear, so he's all set for that. I believe Fusoya has more than enough of his magics that he's dangerous enough. I do want to try to get Porama to getting Holy, and I do want to get... well, actually, I really don't need to level up Rydia for spells pretty much at all, because she's got Bahamut, so I'll probably just have her use that. But I do want to make sure that Porama is nice and tip-top shape and ready. With Holy or some light. There it is. There's white. Good. Out of curiosity, let's check where... I'm going to check where Fusoya's shenanigans are. Or Busoya here is his name. He is only missing 3 spells, which means I could kill one more boss and get them. He does not have Nuke. Or... what is the other one? I'm not sure what the other one is. So he's missing 3 spells. Yep. So one more boss and I could actually get him all of his spells. And restore him to full power! But at this point, it's fine. I don't really need that. Before I go to the moon, though, and fight Zeromus, I will stop and get my second adamant armor. Because that's just freaking ridiculous. Yeah, I think we'll be about ready. I mean, technically speaking, level-wise, health-wise, stat-wise, we probably are. Again, I'm not as familiar with this as I would like to be able to do just one shot just as it is. So I'm just going to burn out the sirens and just do a little bit of grinding. Well, like, we don't mind the grind session, right? It's fine. Don't worry about it. Forget about it. But at 68,000 experience per battle, everybody's getting a level per battle pretty much. There are other ways of being able to get more experience faster, perchance. One of which is on the moon, one of which is in the giant. There's a couple good ways of doing it. I do this way because it makes sense to me. And for me, it's the easiest. It may not be the fastest, but I've got Siren, so therefore... we're good. Also, I will not be using Nuke specifically on Zeromus because he doesn't respond terribly well to those particular tiers of magic. I will be using White, although I think that initiates the same response, honestly. Almost through all of our sirens. We're going to make a quick save here, just in case. Also, Porama, could you stop hitting the egg because that makes the dragon come out of it. I'd rather let it be in it when I crush it. Yeah, let's make a quick save. So we're probably a bit overpowered, but that's quite alright. Again, I'm okay doing this. It looks like Desert Eagle is fighting Bahamut on their side. By the way, again, I'm mentioning just what I can see is going on just because I know that they've never actually played the randomizer before. And they're doing pretty well considering. Having never played a randomizer before, they're checking out the key item spots, they're doing the fights, they're doing the things. I'm running back and forth trying to get a random encounter, which is pointless because it's not going to happen. No. Meanwhile, there's Nuke. Did I need it? No. Did I want it? Abso-freaking-lutely. Alright, we'll do this last one and we'll make an attempt. If this doesn't work, then I know I can go back to Mysidia, I believe, and get extra sirens if I need them. But we've got enough oomph behind our characters. So, we're going to make 2 stops before you go fight Zeromus. So I'm going to grab my boat, my flying boat. I'm going to go visit the dwarves one more time, but from this side, just so I can get a free heal. All right, now I have a decision to make. Which one of the 4 remaining characters is going to get my second adamant armor? Well, I've got Radio with the first one because Radio is going to be the hitter with the Bahamut spell. And my other thought is either one of the 2 fighters, which will be either Edge or Kane, because they're the ones who are going to be doing the physical damage, or I should drop it on one of the other 2, the White Mage capable individuals. Because that would also be a fantastic thing.
Here's the pink tail. There you go. Have fun. I think for the sake of keeping the key characters alive, I think I'm going to put the other adamant on... I think I'm going to put it on Kane, honestly. Because I want him to stay alive the most. Although having the healer alive would be also good. Either of them. So you, chat, what would your decision be? Kane or one of the two healers? Which would be Porum or Mop. Actually, I didn't need to do that. I could have actually just got the heal there. So, we could go to the moon. We could go through the trouble of going through all the heckin' moon to get to Zeromus. Or, if you remember earlier, we got that little thing called the Pass. The Pass allows us to skip straight to Zeromus so we don't have to do any of the moon. Again, we're going to save again. And I tell you at this point, I'm going to go ahead and just slap the adamant on... Let's put it on a healer. I think that's actually probably going to be the better choice. Because having my healers stay alive, at least one of them, is a good idea. So we've got the pass, we bought it. Now we're going to go to the Troya Town pub. I'm going to go to this guy and say, hey, I have a pass. Here you go. He says, have a good time. We're going to go fight something. Now, again, at this point in the game, I mentioned earlier, I have a very special prize for you, ladies and gentlemen. Again, because Zeromus cannot move anywhere in the coding. Oh, I've just noticed something. I may have made a mistake. Somebody is also going to get there. The question is, whose butt are we going to kick? There's a little flag with a little Z question mark on it. Let's go. I seem to have made a grave mistake in consideration because it appears that they're also going to make their way to Zeromus. So we're going to be fighting Zeromus at the same time. Let's see how this goes. P.S. I don't think Zeromus gets scaled at all, so... Maybe we'll both have a bad time, I don't know. Who's up first? Whoever's first gets to use the crystal. So, whose butt are we gonna kick? Where's the crystal at? Oh, I do have a... Good, I have an hourglass. And anything I do before he changes is moot. And it's going to be... Oh no! The most powerful and dangerous creatures of all time! Not a creature as much as it is a very, very broken and unfair item should you actually choose to use it. Alright, I need to berserk these guys. They're just gonna go do their thing. That is Black Lotusmus. And Black Lotusmus is about to lay the smackdown on me here. Uh-oh, that didn't work. Well, that didn't work at all. So, hopefully we're alive. We are alive, although barely. Come on. Also, I didn't change his speed at all, so he's just gonna wail on us like crazy. As we try to wail on him back in return. So, Nain and Agio are going to just keep wailing on him, while our other characters here are going to do their best to do their best. We're going to haste and do all these things to them. There's Nuke. Don't kill her, because that would suck. It will not. Good. She won't survive another Big Bang if it fails. So Edge will now also be quickened. Call another Bahamut. And there is that. So we're going to do a heal here. Maybe. Rydia might not survive this. She actually did. I'm actually surprised. Well, if she gets nuked right now, she definitely won't survive this. Yes, the Black Lotus is one of the most powerful cards in the... Well, I say powerful. One of the most recognized and expensive cards in all of Magic the Gathering because it's incredibly broken. It's incredibly broken and runs for thousands if you have an original. I mean, thousands. It's dumb. But I think we got this. We just got to keep everybody alive. Let the two Zerkers do their thing. Black Hole's going to take out some spells. We're going to need to re-Zerk them. Or maybe not. We're going to fast them instead. They're still Zerked. From Alpha. Yeah, if you have an Alpha or a Beta Black Lotus, it's worth literally thousands. Literally thousands. It's dumb. But basically what the card does is you could tap it for 3 mana. I mean, it's just broken because of that. And let's see, are we getting rocks? Nope, but we're getting virused. That's gonna hurt a little. Hey, Mop, you want to do a nice heal? That'd be swell. He's running out of magic. Oh, and his Berserk went away. White Mage number 2. You want to go ahead and put a Berserk back down on him? That'd be cool. I'll tell you what, we're going to hold off. No, we're not. Berserk. Bahamut. Ow. And Mop, trying not to live up to his namesake. There's Black Hole again. Yeah, Mop literally trying not to live up to his namesake. That's gonna hurt a lot. Cure 4, please hit soon. There we go. Autographed Alpha Black Lotus sold in January 2021 for $511,000. Just chump change. No big deal. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, you can't. So, never mind. I was like, you can throw swords, can't you? I could throw crit. No, you can't throw crystal swords. I don't think. It's one of the few swords you can't throw. Virus, come on. Where's the rocks? You got the rocks for me? Where are the rocks? What's in the rocks? I'm going to cure 4 again here. Probably don't need that, but we're going to do it. So we're just gonna keep trucking along. I think we've got this as long as I don't make any kind of weird misstep. Do you have? You don't have that. Nor do you have the magic to. Oh well, Mop is gonna be mopping here soon. There's the rocks. We're in the final phase, ladies and gentlemen, except I think he's going to back that up with a black hole here. Not a black hole, whatever. It's fine, we got this. I should have checked if I could throw the crystal sword. I'm pretty sure that's the one sword you can't. Or one of the swords you can't. There's another set of rocks. It missed everyone. Alright, we're about done here. Shouldn't be more than a few more hits. Can you throw the... You can throw the spoon! Throw the spoon! Do it! Do it now! Oh, I don't think we're... I think this is it. I don't think we're going to be able to, I think it's going to happen. I think it's done. It's done. Ladies and gentlemen, the time of 1 hour, 46 minutes, and 59 seconds by race timer. That is a Zero Miss GG. Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise, brought to you by Retro Gaming Live TV Random Mondays. I hope everybody is doing well this evening. Hope that everybody enjoyed themselves. I hope everybody enjoyed that little exhibition. Words are hard. Don't let anybody tell you any differently. But that is a dead Zeromus, or Black Lotimus. I hear Spoonworks Swirl and Spoonwork. Well, I did have the flag where you could, in fact, equip Edward with a spoon. I remembered a little too late that I could have thrown it. So, unfortunately, Zeromus, or Black Lotusmus, did not get to see the sharp end of a spoon. But that's okay. We did what we needed to do. We finished the game. And appreciate everybody coming out and watching. I also appreciate Desert Eagle making the attempt here this evening. They did get to Zeromus technically before I did. So props to them for that. Although they did need to go ahead and do a little bit of character leveling before they fought Zeromus. Just a little bit. Otherwise, they did a fantastic job as well for their first time jumping in here. So again, shout-outs to Desert Eagle there on screen for jumping in. Shout-outs to all of you out there, you lovely people joining us this evening for this. I had a great time. I enjoyed myself. I enjoy getting to play the randomizers when I'm able to. I also enjoy getting to commentate them when I'm able to as well. At least one of the two every Monday. But we're not done yet, because there's a little something. There's a little something that has to happen. So some of you may know that we like to run randomizers. We like to do some things here. We like to keep the fun going. We can do some more things. So let's see here. Give me a moment. What else we got? Real quick. Just thinking real quick. Goodness. Just try to draw out whatever I can think of here very quickly before we continue. It's going to seem pretty one-sided once I get there. Hold for just a moment. Oh, yeah. It's going to make the lovely noise. All right. Let's see what else we've got. We got some plenty of stuff out there we can mess with here. So what I'm looking for is, there we go. Let's add that. There we go. Super quick. Let's add one more. I make this really one-sided if I don't. Let's do that. That's going to be a heck of a run if it happens. Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, there's one more thing that we need to do. So, if you put your attention to the screen, we are going to do something a little bit different. We did this last week, and we got today's pick was Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise from the Wheel of Destiny. Ladies and gentlemen, Random Mondays brought to you by Retro Gaming Live TV and the wonderful tools that we're able to create. In this wheel, we have a list of randomizers that we've had before in the channel. Some we've had, some that we have not. I'm looking forward to see what the randomizer chooses for next week. What it picks, we will run if we can run it. If not, we'll switch it up. We'll let you know in the Discord. But, ladies and gentlemen, behold the Wheel of Destiny. And the winning item for next Monday is going to be... I did not bloodstained! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, tomorrow we are going to be adding Zelda 2 Randomizer.
So for those who have never seen the Zelda 2 randomizer, it is a hoot and holler of a time. It is a fantastic game. I have only beaten it once or twice myself, but that's okay. What Bloodstain? Bloodstain will be on the wheel for next time, because I may have forgotten. That's fine. We're going to have it on the wheel next time. But Bloodstain Ritual of the Night. We'll do that one. But so next week, we are going to be playing the Zelda 2 randomizer here on Retro Gaming Live TV. So look forward to that. We'll make a note of that in the chat. There's Cecil, Desert Eagle. Thank you for showing me where he was. I was getting kind of annoyed not finding Cecil because I had 2 crystal swords and no Cecil to swing it. But next week is going to be Zelda 2, so join us next week for Zelda 2. Weapon and I are ancestral opponents in that rando. Beasts and titans of the randomizer. One of them who beats the game quickly and the other one who thinks beating Bloodless is necessary. Anyways, that'll do it for tonight. Super huge shout outs to Desert Eagle for going. They're more than welcome to continue playing along and finishing up the seed. If and when they finish, we'll go ahead and we'll lift their time into the chat when that happens. Or they can do it themselves, either way. But I think that will end up doing it for us this evening. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Because as we know, there's not just one event at Retro Gaming Live. There's not just 2. Matter of fact, there isn't just 3 random events that happen during the week. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow will be a sports event unlike any other. It will either be golf or Retro Sports Tuesday. It'll be one of the 2. But there's all sorts of stuff going on during the week. All sorts of things. Come back, usually in the evening, somewhere around 7 p.m. or 9 p.m. Eastern. That's usually when a lot of those start. But keep that follow on Retro Gaming Live TV for all the lovely content that we've got for your lovely faces. I believe the next major coming event is going to be the weekend of July 15th and 16th, which will be Ninjuly, featuring the Ninja Spirit Kona on the 15th as well. Then July 22nd is DOSCathlon number 5. And then July 29th is Nescathlon 2023. Look forward to all of those amazing events, as well as the other major events that we have: Sports Night, Race Night, Sega Ring of Champions, Game Boy Podcast, Sequence Break, Sega Countdown. So many cool things we've got for you, and so many more things coming for you. Ladies and gentlemen, join that Discord if you haven't. But until the next time we talk and meet, we'll catch you next time. And thank you for joining. Oh shoot, Metro Waffles on Saturday!